Hi, everybody, welcome back. Today is Straight Talk Day. You can love me or hate me after this, but why keep talking in circles when the facts are staring us in the face? So, today we're going to talk about Harry's book, Spare. Let's run through the basics before getting to the grit. The title is silly, stupid, and childish. However, it appears Moeringer likes these one-word titles, as Andre Agassi's book is titled Open, which is, in my opinion, equally dumb. A person is more than just the game. In Harry's case, Spear comes across as petulant and victimhood, and indeed, in my opinion, a very bad choice. The cover of Harry's face so close up with an applied filter and blurred bald spot is ridiculous and, again, in my opinion, a very bad choice. But whatever, it is about what is in the book and not about the heavily airbrushed or filtered photograph. So let's get into the bullshittery in the media surrounding the book and a few other things. Newspapers are blaring that lawyers for the royal family are at the ready to take action against and counteract allegations in Harry's book. What a load of rubbish. What are they going to do? Who are they going to sue? They can't sue the publishers. What are they going to sue the publishers for? Libel or slander? They can't, because the words in the book do not come from the publishers. They do not know what is true or what is not. They did not live with Harry or the royal family. Their concern, and their only concern, is to put out a good quality product. As few grammatical and spelling mistakes as possible, properly bound book, and properly distributed. And then, will the king sue his son? No, of course not. Insiders are saying that the lawyers are now trying to secure a copy of the manuscript before it is actually published. Well, what a waste of time. If Harry says no, it is no. Harry owns the copyright on the book, and it is his intellectual property. We may all want to know what others are saying about us in advance, but they don't have to tell us. That is the truth. We should all remember that when it comes to royalty, celebrity, and us normal folks, there is a vast difference, not in the law, but in perception. Yes, if someone slanders you or me in their book or even slanders a celebrity, we can and may sue them, sue the author or writer, but a king is not going to sue his son, as the optics may be bad. He will also have to sue him in the United States. It will not happen. The other issue is that no one except the Harkles, the ghostwriter, and a handful of people at the publishers know what is in the book. We don't know, we can only guess. And, like us, the royal family, their associates, and lawyers do not know. And they won't know unless Harry decides to give them the courtesy of making it available to them. And that is what it will be, a courtesy, as he does not have to. This means that, like us, they will only know what is in the book once it is released, or maybe, if they are that desperate, the day before it is released. Then the next issue arises. People think it is easy to sue for defamation or slander. It is not. Words can be deceptive. It can mean one thing to one person and something completely different to somebody else. Things I may be offended by may be funny to you, and vice versa. Legally, if something is true, it is not slander, libel, or defamation. And then the truth can be wide ranging. For example, now note, this is just an example. Fiction from my imagination, not true. Okay? So here it comes. Let's say Harry puts in his book that on the 2nd of January 2001, his father Charles assaulted him. In reality, on that day, he was being cheeky to his father and aggressive, throwing things around, and thus, finally, his father lost it and slapped him. Even though Harry did not tell the entire truth, did not include his own bad behavior, and even if his father only connected with his shoulder, for instance, technically, legally, it is still assault. And if there was a witness, a secretary, an aide, a cleaner, even better. But regardless, Harry cannot be sued because half truth or not, it is technically true. Another reason why it cannot be considered slander is, again, because of perception. Even if Harry only said he was assaulted by his father and did not elaborate, a good 50% of us would automatically have wondered what Harry did to elicit this response. And a few would have thought, oh, shame, that's disgusting, regardless of whether he elaborated or not. The point is that neither Harry nor the king can predict how we will think, and slander and libel and defamation has to be proven. The person who considers it slander or libel must be able to prove that they suffered a loss as a result, a loss of a job, a loss of money, loss of respect, whatever, or suffered some hurt, which may have resulted in having to seek therapy or medical assistance. So, guys, ignore the darn headlines. The newspapers are just looking for a story where there is none. If, and I really, really mean if, there is any legal fallout, it will come from other people, like friends or his army buddies, or maybe from an ex-worker of the royal family. So what do I know about the content? Not much, I'm afraid. Merely some basics, likely as much as mainstream media, plus a few allegedlys. I know, we all know, that Harry will talk about his childhood. That is a given. We know he is going to talk about his mother's death. That is a given. We also know that a lot of it, by implication, will be poor little Harry. I know that it is likely that it will be implied that his father was too busy with work and spending too much time with Camilla to pay proper attention to his sons. Harry will likely include every sporting match or school activity that his father could not attend, and leave out the ones he did attend. He will speak about what it was like when Camilla joined their household. He may even mention that Camilla turned his bedroom at Highgrove into a closet, and he may make it sound cold and callous of her, but in reality, Harry was nearly 21 when his father and Camilla married in 2005. And remember, Harry entered the British Royal Army in 2005. So he was effectively not living at home anymore. But yes, I imagine that is the kind of thing we can expect. And I imagine most of it has been said or speculated on before and in other biographies. So, yes, although some of it may be hurtful to Charles and Camilla on a personal level, I highly doubt it will be that shocking to all of us. I reached out to some people via DM and asked them to reach out to others to see whether there is one thing they can recall which may be shocking to us. Only one person came back to me and said her father knows of an incident but would not allow her to tell anybody about it. So, if it is such a big secret, will Harry talk about it? I guess it depends on what he thinks the repercussions will be for himself. What I am a little concerned about, more than what he has to say about his parents and stepmother, is what he will say about his brother. We have seen Harry's jealousy of his brother manifest itself when he was little more than a toddler. We saw him kick William when William was greeted first by his mother. But how will adult Harry express his feelings of jealousy and anger? My last concern is the part of the book which deals with his relationship with Meghan. I was told reliably that the tone of the book changes when that portion starts. So I am assuming that Meghan gave a lot of input, her opinion, and her truth in that portion of the book. And we all know how that worked out during the Oprah interview. I see that the book will be available here in South Africa, so love me or hate me, I'm going to take one for the team and order the book. I'm ordering it with the intention of dissecting it and analyzing it. And of course, I will bring it to you blow by blow so you do not have to order it. It will be available for pre-order here in South Africa a month in advance. So I'm going to do that in the hope that our postal services won't fail me and that I will get it in good time. Or alternatively, I will pay an extra dollar or two to have it couriered. Anyway, guys, I'm sure there will be leaks closer to the publication date. So I'm personally not going to join in speculating on the content until we start receiving this information. Okay, my dear friends, that is it from me for today. I'm still far behind schedule on my other project for the week, so I better buckle down and get to it. Please take good care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one. Bye.